Hi, so I got a comment on my video with Kenai riding the elevator on how I helped him get over his fear of the elevator. So this video is Kenai's first time on the elevator, and as you can see, he's pretty stressed. His tail's pretty tucked near him. He's looking around. He won't listen to commands. He is just really uncomfortable with the whole situation. He did walk on just fine, but then after he was on, he did not like it at all. So this is him getting off, and he just sprinted forward. He did not like it. So before I actually went on the elevator, we just walked right up to the elevator. I rewarded him for smelling it, and then I opened the door, didn't ask him to get on, and we would just walk back and forth doing that for a minute. I think we sat down there for about 10 minutes, just going back and forth, opening the door, walking away, opening the door, walking away, so he could get used to like the door and the elevator itself. He did get a little bit stressed here, and I was going to take him away, but I realized that he did actually have some curiosity about the door still, so I sat him there, and he did great after we redirected. Here I actually didn't ask him to do anything, but he actually stepped onto the elevator, and he was uncomfortable about it, but he did that all by himself, so I was really proud of him. So I started keeping the door open for him to interact with the actual elevator, and he started getting a little more confident with every time he would walk a little bit further in. And eventually he did actually walk all the way in, not by guided me at all. I just rewarded him for what he did do and offered me, and he did fantastic. He did stand in there, he looked around, and he still focused back on me, and he was actually pretty okay with the elevator, and he did walk out with his tail high. And then this is us actually going into the elevator completely for the first time, and he was a little weirded out because of how I was standing wasn't the same. So we walked into the elevator. Here he did get a little uncomfortable, but he focused back, he sat down, and he waited, and he sat there the whole time until I asked him to do something. So I set my phone down, and then we started practicing riding up and down the elevator and getting on and off and being patient when the doors open or close. And he did super well with that. He sat the whole time we were riding the elevator, and then he did have some patience problems, like he wanted to rush out the door. So we did have to keep the opening and closing the door a couple times to get him to stay sitting when the door opens and waiting till the cue to go ahead. And he did pretty good at that, and walking into the elevator, he did fantastic. He had no problems waiting. He did actually listen to me. It was just getting off the elevator, which is some residual anxiety, but he did pretty good, and he get pretty much exactly what I thought he would do. He got more confident after every single ride up and down. It only is a 2-story elevator and barely used during the day, so we pretty much had this whole elevator to ourselves for the whole hour we were working with him. And here's him just sitting and staying. I want him to be patient on elevators and not run around on the elevator. I wanted him to sit and wait. So I do practice this. And then this is our last ride on the elevator. And as you can see from his body, he is pretty loose. Not as loose as I would want, but he's definitely getting better. And his tail is a little bit higher. He still is a little uncomfortable with the whole elevator riding situation, but he is definitely improving, and that is what I ask of him. And we did ride an elevator later that day, and he did have no fear, and I am super proud of him. He just got right on the elevator. So thanks for watching.